Steve Patterson, let's go over to you in Phoenix, Arizona, and let's start with the records that we're seeing in Arizona as of just today. Record number of current hospitalizations, that's 11 days in a row, 3,356. Record number of current ICUs beds, 6 days in a row, 869. Record number of ventilators currently in use, 3 days in a row, 544. Also a record number of deaths today, 117. Arizona is rising on that curve. What is the biggest concern for officials right now?
Arizona is in crisis, Katie, and the thinking is now among health officials is that we are days, if not maybe weeks away from this state operating under crisis care. In other words, with the limited resources that are in this state now and the trajectory of this virus, that pretty soon there's going to have to be decisions made about who gets treatment and who doesn't, solely based on those resources available. It is not political at all. It is not a grandstanding statement to say that a lot of the surge, the reason why we're in this current surge is because of the lapse in the stay-at-home order back in May 15th. Since that time, the numbers are undeniable that there's been a spike in the cases, and you can track it week by week. And you see that in the first 3 months, it took this state to get to 50,000 cases. It's taken 2 weeks for that other 50,000 to kick in and for this state to be up beyond 100,000 cases. So now we're in a situation where health officials are strapped. Hospitals are extremely worried with limited staff, 90% ICU beds to capacity. But the real issue is not the people that are sick. It's the people who are not sick. The biggest thing that health officials in this state are worried about are asymptomatic patients. And the biggest, I guess you would say, the biggest people that are spreading that in an asymptomatic way are people that are younger than 44. That segment of the population makes up more than 60% of the total number of positive cases in that state. So the health department is focused on targeting them and telling them that you got to change your behavior or else things are going to get really bad really quickly if they aren't already. Katie?
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.